Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Catherine Furlong, and I am chair of the Master of Education programme within the IOE in Dublin City University. And I'm going to this afternoon give you an overview of our programme. And obviously, if you have any questions, please put them into the chat box, or I will deal with them at the end of the session. In terms of the Master of Education, it is a 2-year programme. It is part-time, so it's delivered in the evening, and we offer both blended or fully online options, depending on the special option that you select for the Master of Education. The programme is recognised internationally, and it provides our students with an opportunity to specialise in an area of education that interests you. Every year we offer a different array of special options, and they are advertised on our page within the IOE. And this year I'll talk to you, I will outline the options that we have available to you. Who is the programme not for? And that might seem a very strange question to bring up in the first instance. Frequently we get applicants and queries from applicants. Is the MEd for people that want to qualify either as primary or post-primary teachers? And it isn't a programme that qualifies you to teach either at primary level or post-primary level. If that's the Masters that you're interested in, there are 2 options within Dublin City University. The first one is the PME Primary, which is the Professional Masters in Education at primary level, and that qualifies applicants to teach at primary level from junior infants up to including 6th class. And the other option is a PME, Professional Masters at post-primary level. Both require an undergrad qualification, and for the PME post-primary you need to have a minimum of 2 relevant subject areas in your undergraduate degree. So the MEd that I'm going to talk to you about this afternoon is not a qualification to teach either at primary or post-primary level. So who is the programme for? Well, it is for an array of people. Largely, it attracts educators who are working in the system. And what do I mean by this? Well, we're talking about early years educators that were working within early years settings within Ireland and internationally. It also attracts primary teachers who are working in primary schools, not just in Ireland, but internationally. It's also a programme for post-primary teachers who are working in Ireland and internationally. Those working with an adult education or further education. Those working within higher education. And also policy makers working in the realm of education. For each of those educators, the MEd offers applicants an opportunity to expand their knowledge in education, but also to expand their knowledge in an area of specialisation. So in terms of where we deliver the programme, now you will see lovely images there of our campus, and I'm sure you're aware Dublin City University has 3 campuses, the Glasnevin campus, the St. Patrick's campus, and the All Hallows campus. The images in front of you are the St. Patrick's campus, and the MEd is delivered on that campus in terms of those options that are offered on campus. Other options are exclusively online, and that's why I've put adaptive approach there. because some of our modules are offered fully online, some of them are offered in a blended capacity, and some of them are offered on campus. Just in terms of our history and background, the St. Patrick's campus, the images that I've just shown you, has been offering teacher education since 1875, a little bit before my time. In 2016, St. Patrick's College and the Church of Ireland College and the Mater Dei College fully integrated or incorporated into Dublin City University to form the first faculty of education in Ireland. Now, to you that mightn't be significant, but to me it is very significant, because what it shows is that Dublin City University is fully committed to teacher education. And it has recognised the importance of teacher education by creating that faculty of education. More often than not, in university settings, education and teacher education doesn't get that status. As I said, more often than not, within the universities, education is within a small school of education and rarely has a faculty of education in its own right. So what does that say to you as a prospective applicant for a Master's in Education within Dublin City University? It says to you that Dublin City University feels and shows and supports teacher education as being pivotal in the role in society, in delivering the strategic goals of the university. On this campus, we cater for all levels of teacher education, early childhood, right up to include third level teacher education. And again, that is significant for you if you're considering a Master's in Education. Yes, there are other universities that offer it, but have other universities a full faculty of education. The MEd has been offered within the Dublin City University framework since 1998, with a variety of special options on offer each academic year. So we have a significant track record in the delivery of our MEd. About us and our MEd, the MEd continues to respond to changes in education, changes in teacher education, and changes in society. While I said to you earlier that we have been delivering the MEd on this campus since 1998, it doesn't mean that the MEd has been static and unchanging since that time. Rather, we've continued annually to adapt, to change our program to meet the needs of our applicants, but also to meet current research agendas within the specific areas, within the special options that are on offer for our students. So to look at the program in its very practical sense, it is a 2-year part-time program. And what does the part-time mean? If you are a practicing teacher or educator working in the system, you can engage with the MEd in a part-time capacity, i.e. that it is delivered outside of school hours. It's delivered in the evening time, largely Tuesdays and Thursdays. It is an internationally recognised MEd, and why I say this is we continue to attract applicants not just from Ireland but internationally. And if I was to talk about our current MEd cohort, i.e. the number of students that we have on our MEd programme in first year, where are they engaged in the programme or with the programme? Some of them are in Ireland. Yes, the largest contingency group are in Ireland, but not just exclusively in Ireland. We have MEd students that are Irish, but are working in the Middle East, that are working in Europe. We have a student in Sweden. We have a student in Germany. We have 2 students in the UK. But we have also students engaged in the programme that are internationally outside of the European context and the Irish context. I outlined for you there the Middle East, but we have also MEd students that are in Chile, Vietnam, Thailand, to just name a few. So it is a flexible programme that allows you to engage with it while you might be working abroad. Our programme offers our students an opportunity to specialise within a particular area. It also is a programme that is delivered by experts in the field of education. And we will continue and have continued to extend our courses in areas of national priority. But it is important to point out that options vary from year to year. So on the right-hand side, you will see a kind of a representation of the programme. You will see that there are core modules and areas of specialisation. So the first 2 elements of the programme are core modules. And what does that mean? It means that every student on the MEd, regardless of their area of chosen specialisation, will engage with these modules: current issues in education and research methods. So all of our students engage with modules in those areas. But all of our students are asked to choose an area of specialisation. And within that area of specialisation, students will undertake 3 modules. Now, as I said to you, the MEd is over 2 years. The first year is the thought modules, current issues, the research methods, and the modules in your area of specialisation. But year 2 is a thesis year where you, as a student on the MEd programme, will undertake a thesis, a piece of research in an area that is linked to your specialisation, but in an area that interests you. And within that year of the programme, you will be supported by an expert tutor. So again, it is a 2-year part-time programme. It is an internationally recognised programme that provides students with the opportunity to study and undertake the programme abroad. It also provides students with an opportunity to specialise. But regardless of your specialisation, you will always be taught by tutors who are experts in their field. So if we delve a little bit deeper into the programme and the programme structure. In year 1, I said students engage in core modules and elective modules. 3 core modules and 3 elective modules. If I take the core first, so regardless of the elective modules that you choose, all students on the MEd will engage with core modules in year 1. And these are current issues in education, research methods 1 and research methods 2. Now, just to unpack that a little bit, current issues in education explores, as it says, current issues, current thinking, current research in education that will impact on educators more broadly. So the topics within that module will vary from year to year, depending on what is the current issues that are at play, not just nationally in education, but internationally. We have 2 research method modules on the programme. The first research method modules looks at largely qualitative research methods and mixed method approaches. And the second research methods module looks at largely quantitative research methods and mixed methods. Within those modules, you will develop the expertise not only to conduct research yourself, either in the area of mixed methods, qualitative research methods, or quantitative research methods, but it will also enhance and develop your expertise in reading and interpreting research, whether that be research embedded within policy or research that is published either through journal articles, policy documents, or in texts. So as I said, both of those modules will develop your ability to act as a researcher, i.e. to go out and conduct research in the field. But it will also, as I said, enhance your ability to read and to interpret published research. So they are the core modules that all of our MEd students undertake, and they are delivered over the academic year in MEd 1. These modules are delivered exclusively online on Tuesday evenings from 6 to 8 in a live interactive classroom. So for wherever you are in the country or outside of the country, you will log on Tuesday evenings at 6 o'clock to engage in these modules. Current issues is delivered in the first semester, so that is from September to November. Research Methods 1 is delivered over semesters 1 and 2, so in late November, early December, and again in January, February. And Research Methods 2 is delivered exclusively in the second semester. All are delivered, as I said, on Tuesday evenings from 6 to 8. Current Issues has 7 sessions. Research Methods 1 has 7 sessions, and Research Methods 2 has 7 sessions. The elective areas then depend on the special option that you choose within the MEd, and they vary from year to year. But every student will engage in 3 modules in their chosen special option. And these are delivered largely on Thursday evenings from 6 o'clock. So some modules are delivered online and some modules are delivered on campus, and some modules are blended, that there will be a mix of online delivery and on-campus delivery. However, this depends on the special option that you choose, and I will explain the options that are on offer for the academic year 25-26 shortly. So core modules are Tuesday nights, elective modules are Thursday nights, and each module is approximately 7 sessions in total. All of those modules, both core and elective, are assessed by assignment. Usually it's a 5,000 word assignment, and all contribute to your degree classification. So by the end of our first year, students can choose to exit at that point if they so wish, and they will be awarded, if they're successful in each of those modules, they will be awarded with a diploma in advanced education studies. Most students continue on to year 2, and as I said, year 2 is focused exclusively on a thesis, a dissertation and thesis. So all the thought elements end in year 1. At the end of year 1, our students submit a thesis proposal to us, and in year 2, they are appointed an expert tutor that will support them through the academic year and their thesis work. Students choose the topic themselves. It is largely related to an area of interest within their special option. And the thesis is 20,000 words. So students begin this work in September of year 2, and they submit their thesis usually in June of that academic year. So semester 2 of the academic year. So in first year is the all thought elements, and year 2 is a thesis where you will engage in research work. Now, it doesn't have to be empirical work, and what I mean by that is that you will go out and collect data yourselves. Most of our students choose to collect data themselves, but some students engage in what we refer to as a desk-based piece of work or a library thesis, where they may be analysing documents that are already out there in the public domain. They may engage in a detailed systematic literature review on a particular topic. That would be analysing all published articles in the area chosen. It might be a historical piece of work whereby a student chooses a topic and goes off into the National Library to look at the archives, and that will form the basis of a library piece of work. The choice is up to the student, and on the basis of the topic chosen by the student, we appoint a relevant expert tutor to support the student within year 2 of the programme. So in terms of delivery, just to remind you again, year 1 core modules are delivered on Tuesday for every MEd student from 6 o'clock till 8 o'clock online. Special option modules depend on the option chosen. So there is an array of campus, online and blended options. They are usually delivered on Thursdays from 6 to 8. And each module has 7 sessions in total. So current issues, that's delivered as a core module in year 1, is delivered in semester 1 for 7 Tuesday nights from September to November 6 to 8. And the other modules are delivered in the same way in semesters 1 and 2, or exclusively in semester 2. In terms of the assessment then of the programme, each module, as I said, is delivered over 7 evenings. Each module is assessed by written assignment, with the exception of the thesis in year 2. In year 2, you work on your thesis with your tutor for the full academic year, so from September, and you submit your thesis in June. Now, we're aware that many of the people that come onto our MEd program, it might be some time since they engaged in their undergraduate work. So we do provide academic writing support before students engage in formally graded modules on the program. So that support is provided within the program in face-to-face capacity, in an online capacity. But it's also important to point out that Dublin City University has an array of support for our students. And one of the things that our students avail of, one of the many things that they avail of, is the support of the Academic Writing Centre in the university. And that centre is there to provide individualised support in academic writing for all students within Dublin City University. And it's a great asset of the university, and it's one that our students frequently avail of. So as I said to you, all of our MEd students within the programme will engage with the core modules, current issues in education, research methods modules 1 and research methods modules 2. But all of our students will choose an area of specialisation. And on offer for delivery in 25-26, so from next September, are 3 specific special options. 1 in educational leadership, 1 in teaching and learning, and 1 in global citizenship education. So just to talk to you a little bit about these, educational leadership explores leadership and the application of leadership in educational settings. It unpacks our understanding of leadership in education settings. It looks at models and styles of leadership. It looks at the policy agenda that influence leadership practice, not just nationally and but internationally as well. It also explores good and effective schools and looks at what does the research say about the creation of good and effective schools, and how does that research impact on leadership practice and leadership policy. We will also look at the formal role of leaders and leadership within schools, so the role of the principal and the role of in-school leadership teams. Largely, people that opt for that special option have an interest in leading in education, whether that be leading in early year settings, primary or post-primary settings, but it will also attract people that are working maybe within the policy sphere, so maybe within NCCA, the National Council for Curriculum Assessment, or the inspectorate, so that are working at a leadership level but want a deeper understanding of leadership and current trends and practices within educational research, leadership research. The second option that we're offering in 2025 is in relation to teaching and learning. And this is a broader MEd specialisation that looks at teaching and learning and offers an in-depth perspective on teaching and learning from a sociological perspective, a psychological perspective, and a teacher identity perspective. So some of the sociological modules will look at issues around gender, will look at issues around society and how that impacts teaching and learning at a variety of sector levels. So not just looking at it exclusively from a further education perspective, but a primary, post-primary and a early years perspective. And the last module or specialism offering in 2025 looks at global citizenship education. So we'll look at human rights education, we'll look at sustainable education, we'll also look at citizenship education and ethical education. These are the options that are on offer in 2025. So regardless of whether you choose educational leadership, teaching and learning, or global citizenship education, all of our MEd students will in year one engage with the core modules, current issues in education, research methods 1 and research methods 2. If you opt for educational leadership, that is delivered exclusively online on Thursday nights. Teaching and learning is offered exclusively online on Thursday nights, while global citizenship education is offered on campus and in a blended capacity. So it works both. It works both. In terms of the application, DCU has a central application system. And to apply for a MEd, you will need proof of identity, passport, driver's license, proof of your undergraduate degree, and you will also be asked to upload a personal statement that in that personal statement, you will outline why you are a suitable candidate for the MEd program in DCU. And you will also outline why you have chosen a particular special option within the MEd. And that particular document allows myself and colleagues to assess your suitability, as will your proof of undergraduate degree status will allow us to assess your suitability for the program. So if you are thinking of applying for the MEd, we would be delighted to see you within Dublin City University, and you apply, as I said, through the central application system with the proof of identity, proof of undergraduate degree, and your personal statement. So just to end, why DCU, and then I'll subsequently end formally on why the MEd in DCU. DCU is open to all students. DCU responds and is continuing to respond to national priorities in education. St. Patrick's Campus is a recognised centre of excellence in all areas of teacher education, not just nationally and internationally. What do I mean by that? Those that will be teaching you on the MEd are experts in their field. They're publishing cutting research in their areas of expertise, not just nationally, but internationally. Why DCU? We are student-centred. We have good staff-student relations. And while I am biased, I think the St. Patrick's campus is a very friendly campus, probably, but I wouldn't say it too loudly, the most friendly of the 3 campuses within DCU. And I'd probably be shot for saying that. But then why the MEd? One, it offers an opportunity to expand your horizon, to build new expertise. So if you're an educator working in classrooms, working in schools, this offers you an opportunity to enhance your existing level of expertise, but it also offers you enhanced employment opportunities within your field of education and beyond. The MEd is interesting, rewarding, and challenging, but it is constructive and forward-looking. And it offers you an opportunity going forward to make a significant difference in your workplace. That's my overview of the MEd. I'm happy to take any questions you might have.